Good morning, students. Nice to meet you all again. Students, this is my video number 4. Okay, this is my video number 4 from the Unit 2, Section 3, 9 Gold Medals. It's a poem. It's a poem by David Roth. But before doing the poem, let us do quickly the meanings, words and meanings from the word bank. So let us begin. The first word is anguish. Now here the word anguish means several physical or mental pain. Next word is approaching, which means coming near, going near to something or towards someone. Asphalt means a dark mixture used to make roads. Okay. And then beaming faces means faces shining with joy, means when we are very happy or from within, content from within, we can see a glow on the faces, on our faces. Dash means sprinting race. Dashed means here shattered, knocked down, etc. Gathered means collected together, and lined up means arranged in a line, making something to stand properly in a line or standing in a position. Next word is poised, balanced. It means balanced. Pulled up, checked themselves or stopped. Resolved means decided. Staggered means walked unsteadily. Standing ovation means standing up and clapping the hands. Stumbled means almost failing. So now let's start with our poem, 9 Gold Medals. 9 Gold Medals is a poem written by American. He's an American rock vocalist, songwriter, and author David Roth. It celebrates human values of cooperation, compassion, empathy, fairness, and concern. This poem reveals the story of 9 differently abled athletes who participated in a Special Olympics. The poetic device is used as alliteration. So now the poem is about true sportsmanship. 9 athletes came from parts of the country to be trained for the final event. But on the final day, when they were ready to race on the tracks, the youngest athlete falls down. Others athletes, what they do? Others, instead of continuing their race, they came back and helped him to start again. After that, they ran together, holding hand in hands, and reached the finishing point. So what a beautiful message the poem is giving, right, to its readers, to its listeners. So now I would like to start with you the stanza-wise explanation of the poem, and this is a very beautiful and very easy poem to understand. So let us start. The first paragraph says like this: the athletes had come from all over the country to run for the gold, for the silver and the bronze. Many weeks and months of trekking training, all coming down to these games. The event referred to here by the poet is the Special Olympics, meant for differently abled people. In this event, the people with some disability compete to win a medal of gold, silver, and bronze. The athletes here participating in this event were all differently abled, or having every contestant had some kind of disability in their bodies. Their aim was to win the race. They have come up with the aim, with the determination in their mind. What determination they had in their mind is to win the race and win themselves a gold medal for which they had practiced for years. No one wanted to lose the race. They have prepared themselves, they have done their hard work, they have trained themselves for the special event by practicing and training for many years. Okay, now the second stanza says like this: the spectators gathered around the old field to cheer on all the young women and men. The final event of the day was approaching. Excitement grew high to begin. It means a large audience was present at the ground. A large audience was present at the ground to cheer the participants of different events. They cheered and enjoyed throughout the day, and they were eating for the final race to start. People were eagerly waiting for this event to begin. Now, next stanza number 3. The blocks were all lined up for those who would use them. The 100 yards dash and the race to be run. Those were 9 resolved athletes in back of the starting line, poised for the sound of the gun. Now here in this paragraph, or you can say in the stanza, okay, in the stanza, the poet has shared with his readers one very, something very excited thing. The names of the runners who would take part in the 100-meter race were announced. All 9 participants were ready at the starting point. They were all determined to win this race, and at the starting point, they were just waiting for the sound of the gun. Let's proceed with our stanza number 4. The signal was given, the pistol exploded, and so did the runners, all charging ahead. But the smallest among them, he stumbled and staggered and fell to the asphalt instead. Oh, the pistol exploded, the race got started. All the runners charged ahead on their respective tracks. But what happened? But at this moment, one of the smallest and the youngest athlete stumbled. Children, what? He got stumbled and staggered and fell on his knees to the ground on the asphalt track. So bad. Now let's see what happened in stanza number 5. He gave out a cry in frustration and anguish. His dreams and his efforts all dashed in the dirt. But as sure as I am standing there telling the story, the same goes for what next occurred. In this stanza, we see that how just a little clench made the youngest athlete fall on the ground, and at this moment, nothing could be more frustrating or irritating for a differently or abled athletes. After such tough training, this youngest athlete had fallen. The moment he fell, he knew all his dreams, hopes, and efforts were dusted. His pain and disappointment made run run were dusted. His pain and disappointment made him give out a cry, but it did not end here. There occurred something really strange following his fall. Now, in stanza number 6, we see the 8 other runners pulled up on their heels, the ones who had trained for so long to compete. One by one, they all turned around and went back to help him and brought the young boy to his feet. Here in this stanza, the poet described how something beautifully strange thing happened. See, students, how strange and something very affectionate thing happened when the youngest boy stumbled and fallen. The remaining 8 athletes who were trading ahead stopped on their tracks, though they were practicing very hard for this final day. But the fall of one athlete changed their mind. They now returned one by one and helped the fallen one stand up on his feet. Let's proceed, children, with our stanza number 7. Then all the 9 runners joined hands and continued. The 100-yard dash now reduced to a walk, and a banner above that said Special Olympics could not have been more than on the mark. Here it means, now poet is saying that all the 9 athletes joined hands and walked to the finishing line together, and the 100-meter race, this 100-meter race, children, now transformed into a walk. But this wasn't an ordinary walk anymore. It was a very special walk which displayed human compassion, cooperation, and sportsman spirit. Okay, this has what it has given a message to us that all of them have shown the true sportsmanship. Now the last stanza, number 8, says like this. That's how the race ended with 9 gold medals. They came to the finishing line holding hands still, and a standing ovation and 9 beaming faces said more than these words ever will. Thus the race ended with the 9 athletes holding their hands right to the finishing mark. This is how they won 9 gold medals, one for each, very deservingly. All the 9 sportsmen stood in smiling faces under the banner that depicted a Special Olympics. Those smiling faces touched the heart of everyone present there. It delivered something special, a great feeling and a great lesson to all. Thank you so much, students. Now, for the next video, I am going to share with you the question answers and the extracts of the lessons with you. Thank you.